Using rice wash water on its own or with photosynthetic bacteria is a great addition directly to your garden or into your compost. And in this video I'd like to share with you some more detail about a cocktail that we make that enriches the benefits to your plants and to your soil particularly even more. Rice wash water is not only a starch, but it's also a trap for Lactobacillus, which is a beneficial bacteria in your soil that's kind of working the same way that yogurt does or kimchi does, that it helps to ferment and break things down so that they're more readily available to the plants. And we can enhance this by adding a few things to this natural probiotic cocktail. And this will help to really kickstart the process. And in particular, if you're putting in your compost, it's going to help to break down the carbons. It's going to help to break down the dry leaves and any wood chips that you've got in your compost, any of that hard carbon material. And this is going to make the nutrients much more readily available for your plants. And it's easy to make this cocktail. You've got your rice wash water, put a splash of it into your watering can. You can then add a handful of compost to your watering can, and then also if you've got photosynthetic bacteria, a splash of that goes in as well. And then to top it off, you put a spoonful of honey in it and mix it up, give it a good mix, and then let it sit for about an hour or more before you add it to your compost. Again, don't throw out your rice wash water. It's going to feed your soil. Adding these other things to it, it's going to be even more beneficial. When you feed your soil well, you'll be able to feed yourself with what you grow so much better, because it's going to be so much more full of good nutrients for your body. Plants are going to grow quicker, they're going to be stronger and more pest resistant. And it's, thinking about it, it's, rice wash water by itself is kind of pretty bland. It's like eating rice. If we only eat rice, we're going to gain some nutrition from it. But when we eat rice, we usually cook some other stuff to go with it. And then as a meal, it feeds us really well. So that's what we're doing here with our mixture in the watering can. Top it up with water, add it to the compost, and then this makes the best of everything. You're not throwing away your rice wash water, you're not throwing away the scraps from the kitchen. Don't think of the scraps from the kitchen as trash. It's not. It's goodness for your soil, it's food for your soil. And it's really important to make the most of these things the best way we can to really feed our garden, so our garden can really feed us. And we love that. That's what it's all about. And if you're living in a tropical area particularly, I want to share some more information with you that I've discovered about the most beneficial, the best way that you can add this to your compost. There's a little bit of a trick to it that will help you whether you're in the heat of the hot season or you're in the dampness and the wetness, the sogginess of the rainy season, or whether you're in a more temperate climate and you've got a summer or a winter conditions where your compost is responding differently. You can check it out in the next video, and while you're waiting to see that one, you can watch this one next. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Thanks very much for watching.